and also Ibu Eva Nikmatu. That's very great presentations. Bapak Ibu, let me go on to the next presenters. You can ask the questions through the chat groups, yeah. Okay, then we continue for the next presenters. The next presenter will be delivered by Papa Adan Kolis. Time is yours, Pak Adan.
Okay, thank you very much for your moderator. I will check my slide first, yeah. Share
Okay.
screen, okay. Maybe Pak Abdul Wafi close.
Okay, hang on.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Slow response. Stop share.
Still waiting Pak Abdul Wafi
Okay.
close the slide.
And
Yes,
not
Pak.
good.
Nah, okay.
I did.
Okay.
Shit.
Okay. Okay, it's clear my slide and my voice.
Yes, Pak
Bu
Adan.
Vita.
Yes, is it clear?
Okay, I will start.
Clear.
Okay, thank you for moderator Bu Vita. Okay, thank you for give me time to be here to the 2020 Elite International Conference. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, to the point directly because this is the limited time, and then the time is 2, and then in this occasion I would like to show my research, my study about the effective execution of using WhatsApp group WEX to higher education students in distance learning in pandemic COVID-19. This is a case study of Nahdlatul Ulama University of Yogyakarta. This topic rather same with Abdul Wafi from Madura, but there is a different in sample, yeah, maybe. Okay. Okay, next slide. Who am I? Okay. I will introduce myself. My name is Adan Kolis. You can call me Pak Adan, yeah. I graduate from English Educational Department from IAIN Ponorogo in bachelor, and then I continue my educational graduate in Yogyakarta State University, and then now I'm as a English educational lecturer in UNU Yogyakarta, and then reviewer journal Lingtera Universitas Negeri Yogyakarta. Okay, if you want to contact me, you can choose my social media. We are Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Okay, to the point. Next, okay, for this session, I would like to share 5 points in this study. The first is background of the study, and then research focus, and then research method, and then research finding and discussion. The last is conclusion. Okay. Next, this is background, my background of the study. There are some points. The first is in the 21st century, our industrial revolution 4.0, all sectors in the world have changed, including educational systems. Revolution of industry 4.0 demands transformation in teaching and learning, like learning with digital technology. And this is we enter in industry 4.0, and then technology brings lots of benefits in and simplicity for teaching and learning processes. And then nowadays the world encounters a shift in all sectors, including education, because of the coronavirus COVID-19. Okay, everybody knows today all the world have encountered coronavirus, and then it demands modification in learning, yeah, from conventional to modern ways. This is the same purpose, yeah, but the different name: distant learning (PJJ), remote teaching, blended learning, virtual meeting, and all online learning. And then all distant learning used to mode communication, namely synchronous and asynchronous learning. This is it becomes alternative in conducting remote teaching more effectively and efficiently. Yeah. And then I also in this research wants to describe and investigate students' perception, motivation, intention, and satisfaction in attending distance learning will be consideration and reasoning. And then the last why I choose WhatsApp group like Pak Abdul Wafi says, yeah, because I think asynchronous learning it is the suitable for this situation and condition. This is we cannot meet together in the normal, but in new normal, yeah, like we use WhatsApp group. This is I think becomes the best app choice for student in distance learning. Yeah, this is in my opinion. Okay, next. Okay, this is the draw of revolution of industry 4.0. Today we made a cyber secure system, Internet of Things and network. And then okay, as I said before, in online media for learning there are two modes of communication. The teacher or lecturer can choose both of them, like synchronous apps like Zoom, Google Meet, Cisco WebEx, Team Link, Skype, Google Hangout. Our teacher can use synchronous apps like I choose today. I WhatsApp, yeah, Telegram, Google Classroom, Gmail, Blogger, Podcast. But the difference of them just if the teacher use synchronous apps, both teacher and student are the same time and the same place or maybe different place. But asynchronous apps, the teacher and the student in different time. Yeah, the student can open in everywhere every time they want. Okay, and then research focus. Okay, I have three research focus in this study. The first is utilization of a subgroup in teaching and learning process in distance learning, because this is a case study. Number two is the student perception, motivation, intention, and satisfaction in using WhatsApp group in distance learning. And then the last is the effectiveness of using WebEx for distance learning. And then, okay, and then the objectives of the study aims first to describe, yeah, the use of WhatsApp group in remote teaching for the English Educational Department students of Nahdlatul Ulama University of Yogyakarta during pandemic COVID-19. And then number two is to describe and investigate student perception, motivation, intention, and satisfaction toward the use of WhatsApp group in remote teaching. Hello, Bu Vita, it is clear, yeah? My voice still run good,
yes,
well, run
yes,
well?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, and then number three, it is to describe the effectiveness of using WhatsApp group in remote teaching. Okay, this is three objectives of the study. And then this is my review of related literature. There are six, I choose this. The first is technology in language learning, and then technology enhanced language learning, and then online media for learning, synchronous and asynchronous learning, WhatsApp group, and then the last is distant learning. Okay, for the first is technology. Technology has a positive effect on both of the teacher and the learner. Lam and Lawrence, 2002, claim that technology provides learners with regulation of their own learning process and easy access to information the teacher may not be able to provide. And then WhatsApp group itself, what is WhatsApp? Was introduced mainly to text, exchange photos, videos, and voice note, and it's popular among smartphone users. And then what is asynchronous communication? Based on Seng and Al-Hamandeh, 2001, in page 238, say that synchronous communication is communication that is time delay or time differ computer mediated mode of delivery. And then in asynchronous environment, the sender and receiver or teacher and student do not have to be present at the same time. It is different time for communication to occur. Example of the mode of delivery in asynchronous communication are email and then threaded discussion boards. Now today in Android, in your Android, our Android, there are some application asynchronous learning like Google Classroom, Gmail, Telegram, WhatsApp group. But I think most Indonesian use WhatsApp. Okay, and then distant learning, yeah, distant learning or remote teaching the same. Online learning, this is just the name different, but the focus is different. This is the separation between teacher and student. Distant learning is the separation of the teacher from the student. Yeah, the impact of an educational organization, the use of media to form a communication system with the aim of reinforce interaction and so forth. For Wedemeyer, 1981, the most important element of distant learning, DL, was students' autonomy. Students' autonomy. He defined 10 characteristic traits of an educational system, which emphasize student independence and the use of technology to promote it. And then in the part 3, in this research method, my research method, the first is research design. This study presented a case study as a research design. And then Nahdlatul Ulama University of Yogyakarta or UNU Yogyakarta was the setting of the study. It is different with Abdul Wafi. Abdul Wafi is so big sample, one Madura in Madura. If I just use English education department students, yeah, will be as the participant of the study. There are 3 classes, yeah, and then techniques and analysis. Data collection techniques used were interview, yeah, for about 5 lecturers and some students. A questionnaire of Google Form, because this is COVID-19. I cannot meet them to one class, so I use Google Form. I share questionnaire for about 40 students and maybe documentation, yeah, like photo and the other. And then in analyzing data, the researcher I use data reduction, data display, and conclusion drawing, like in qualitative, because case study include in qualitative. Okay, and then this is the first questionnaire I share to my students. English education student responses toward distant learning. I use Indonesian, ya. Ini apakah Anda setuju dengan adanya perkuliahan secara daring? All of them 3 classes, 40% say no and maybe, yeah. Maybe this is because of pandemic COVID-19, the lecturer enforced students to use online, but this situation and condition, students are still have limited quote signal. Okay, and then this is research finding and discussion. Yeah, the number of student grades, as I said before, I use 40, maybe about 40 students. And then this is apps of student choice. Media apa yang menurut Anda sangat cocok? This is the student choose about 83.3% WhatsApp group. Yeah. And then there are Zoom, Google Classroom, WhatsApp, Google Meet, YouTube, podcast, quizzes, and the others. But mostly they choose WhatsApp group. And then this is the reason. This is the student obstacles in distant learning. Some of my students in UNU Yogyakarta, they have some difficulties, some obstacles. The first is quote, and then signal, and then maybe lots of assignment, and then difficult material, and then internet access, and then low tech or low Android. Yeah, but they mostly have trouble with quote. Yeah, I don't know. And then this is, so I use WhatsApp group, and then student achievement in getting knowledge. When some lecture like me use WhatsApp group, what the student achievement? They are 6 until 10. Yeah, save 5, 11, and So it's sick until then. And then, okay, this is student satisfaction using WhatsApp group. Okay, they are sick until 10 again. Seberapa puaskah? I use Indonesian language to questionnaire with my student because this is to effective, efficient. And then student perception in using WhatsApp group. This is I just saw, but I conclude all my student answer in my questionnaire. Student perception toward WX. The first is they choose WhatsApp group because this is easy internet access, and then easy use, and then reachable, and then safe quote, and then unlimited time to access. Student can access everywhere, every time they want. And then light application, and then this low tech, different with Zoom, different with other synchronous. And then many learning resources can be obtained easily because if I send some materials from PDF, Word, or other links, they easily to open it. And then effective and efficient. Effective and efficient. Because why it's efficient? Because it's the safe quote. And then fast responses. Students can easily understand materials of any resources. And then make student discipline. It is depend on lecture, because I'm so on time or in time in everywhere, every day when I teach my students. So maybe it is to motivate them to enter in WhatsApp group. So this makes student discipline. And then freely to share, interact, ask, answer, and communicate among others, including to teacher. So that's why I say that before that both teacher and student can ask, can answer, can present, can share in WhatsApp group easily and comprehensively. And then the last is students can open and evaluate materials whenever, wherever, at any time students want, because this is a synchronous communication. And then I also give interview with my friends in English Education Department, 5 lectures, and then teachers' perception toward using WhatsApp in distance learning. And there's 6 points. I conclude in 6 sentences. First is teachers feel enjoyable, or lecture feel enjoyable and happy in giving materials using WX. And then teachers can reach all students in virtual meeting fast and easily. Okay, and then 3, teachers can interact and communicate with all students comprehensively, effectively, and efficiently. And then the 4th is teachers can discuss, share, and explain topics directly or indirectly. Maybe for directly, in the same time, we can use WhatsApp group. For example, I teach maybe statistics, or I teach in English department. And then I ask the student to present in presentation. So we can use WhatsApp group directly. And then student show the PPT slide, and then I ask to make discussion, and then ask and question. So directly or indirectly. And then 5, materials given can be seen anytime. Can be seen anytime because maybe I low tech. And then the last is teachers can easily upload and share learning resources or source from any website and link. Okay, because now WhatsApp is taken by Facebook. So Facebook, WhatsApp group, and Instagram. So there are many links in WhatsApp. Okay.
Pak Adan, you have 1 more minute.
Okay, thank you, Bu Vita. And then the last is conclusion. This is my research because this is a case study, qualitative. I do they have number data? Just this is the conclusion. My conclusion is students can access teachers' material in many resources easily and fast. And then both teachers and students can communicate and interact each other comprehensively. And then WhatsApp group give lot benefits and simplicity in distance learning. For example, easy to use, easy to access, cheap, low tech, and safe quote. I think most Indonesian people agree with me, but WhatsApp group is cheap, easy to access. And then the fourth is student get more motivation and satisfaction, like discipline, spirit, happy, enjoyable, etc. And then the last is remote teaching becomes effective and efficient. And then the last is, this is my reference, just I take some, because many, because this limited time. There are educational technology, learning and teaching with technology, and then handbook of distance learning for real time, and then language learning. Okay, I think enough for my explanation today. Before I closing, thank you very much for moderator and all presenter. If I have some mistakes during bringing or during explaining this, pardon me. The last, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Well, that's a very good presentation from Bapak Adan colleagues. Bapak Ibu, we still have for 10 minutes